Hey, gang, James Harnsberger here, your host of Seven Secrets, My Rich Clients Do. And today we have a guest, and Alan Divinagracia. And Alan is going to share with us sort of the experience that you've had, over the last 18 months, Alan?
That's correct.
All right, so let's just jump right in from where we left off. I think what we started with, let's go back about 18 months. And the whole concept when you were introduced to the Seven Secrets My Rich Clients Do. Give me sort of that feeling that you had when you first were introduced to that whole concept.
The feeling that I had before, it's kind of it's kind of doubt or not clear because I don't have the whole idea. But when you go through it, explain everything, it's a little like getting lighter, and then it's getting brighter, and giving me directions where we go. Because on the first time when I met you, I introduced me that I don't define the outcome. The
Didn't
outcome is
define the
yeah,
outcome.
yeah.
Okay. So were you just like setting goals or just trying to figure it out or didn't know where you were going? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, setting a goal is like I set a goal, but as what I learned, setting a goal is just a setting a goal. There is no defined outcome. There's nothing, no design. You doesn't know where you go. You have an idea, but it's just all idea, but you doesn't know how to get there.
Perfect. Let me ask you a question. When you're talking about applying day to day, week to week, month to month, these principles, what was the biggest thing that you took away when you look back 18 months?
The biggest that I can took away in there is when I define my desired outcome, I move back, going going back. It's like you have this outcome that you want to be, but in the beginning you doesn't know how to get there. But if you work back, going back, and that's where you start.
So what you're saying is this is where you want to be and then work back from that to where you are,
Exactly.
creating sort of that roadmap. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
Now, when we were talking earlier and we were talking a little bit about some of the challenges that you were looking at before you started into the program and started using some of these principles, talk a little bit about some of the stuff that was, because you had mentioned to me, I think, if I recall, some of the challenges were you didn't really know, you didn't really have a focus, and kind of like when you're a kid and your parents say, what are you going to do when you grow up, right? Kind
Yeah,
of that feeling.
yeah,
Tell,
yeah.
tell me a little bit how that worked.
In the beginning, you have the goal that you want. You want to have a lot of money in the bank. You want nice house. You want a nice car. That's all ideas. That's all what you want. But to get there, you doesn't know how to get there.
You don't know how to get there.
He doesn't know how to get there until you came and shared the tools
Okay.
how to get there, like the budget.
Right.
You have to budget. You have a certain um, put away, certain reserve. So you have something that you can do every day or acquire every day just to get that certain outcome that you want.
All right. Perfect. So that takes me to my next question. That's a great point. So really, what you were sort of stuck in is what we all get stuck in.
Yeah.
We're sort of there trying to figure out, okay, do I need a financial plan? Do I need a retirement plan? Maybe I need an investment plan over here. And oh, by the way, don't forget, we got to have a tax plan.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you were sitting there trying to figure out, like all of us do every
Yeah.
day, millions and millions of times a day, which plan do I work on?
That's correct.
Right?
Yeah.
That's really frustrating.
Yeah. Because all of those need to work on, but you don't know how to start.
Don't know how
You
to
don't know how to
start.
start all of them. So you want to accomplish all of them, but sometimes it's like the retirement plan. How can I do retirement? And then I have these taxes that your taxes is so high, and then sometimes defeat your retirement plan. 'Cause
And then you got to pick. Do I work on the retirement plan on Monday and the tax plan on Tuesday? Right?
That's
You had to
correct.
pick.
Yeah.
All right. So when you were introduced to the program, it really, and then you can sort of share with everybody watching, the concept of stop working on a plan was kind of like building a house, right?
Yes. Yep.
And when we build a house, before we even get to the plans, we have something called a design.
That's correct.
And when we introduced each other to this concept, it really came down to you having the ability to design your financial life. Tell me how that was different.
Yeah. It's like what you said. Building a house, you have a design. You hire an architect. I want the house look like this. So you have the picture, and that's what's in your mind. And then how do you get the design so to exactly look like that? So and then that's the plan that came along.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then you can build the one of the room. I want to be look like this. On the kitchen, I want to look like this. The bathroom, the living room, and all of this is come together.
So basically, what you're saying is you could take your retirement plan, you could take your investment plan, you could take your financial plan and your tax plan, and you could say, my desire is to design these plans to look like this, because what I'm really doing is I'm designing my financial life,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. How is it different taking the position that you're designing your financial life and really focusing there before you start working on any kind of a plan? How is that different for you?
Yeah. It's very different because by working all of those before you plan out one thing, you can see once that happen, it's like a reward for you. That it's like inspiration for you. Yeah,
Okay.
that you already done that, and when you finish and work that, then you can move to one another because this is an inspiration. You already have
Perfect.
finished one,
Perfect.
so it's like give you motivation to move to one after another.
So it gave you clarity and motivation to
Yes.
move to the next,
Exactly.
because you already knew what the design was going to look
Yep.
like.
Yeah.
And that was really where you were going to start, rather than getting into, okay, well, my retirement plan, my financial plan, blah, blah, blah. This is what I want my financial life to look like.
Exactly.
All right. So without revealing too much confidential information, let me just say, is it a fair statement to say 18 months ago, you could write a check for maybe 4 or 5 figures? Would
That's
that be a
correct.
statement?
Yes.
That's correct.
Yes, that's
All right. Would it be fair to say today, if you wanted to write a check for 6 figures, you could do that?
yes. Yep.
Wow. And so tell me about how that feels using these principles in the program.
It's the confident, the feeling of confident that yeah,
Confidence.
and you can the confident you can make decisions more because now you know that you can write 6 figures.
What you're talking about is freedom.
That's correct.
What you're talking about is freedom.
Yep, that's correct.
You have financial freedom, which is actually a birthright.
Yep,
Right? We all have that right
that's
to be
correct.
financially
Yep.
free, right? So let me ask you a question. Again, you don't have to reveal specifics, but if I had to ask you to write a check for $100,000, would you have any problem being able to write that check and clearing it through the bank?
No,
All right,
no,
cool.
no.
And so this program gave you, for the first time in your life, the ability to build the financial life you desire.
It's yes.
All right, let's talk a little bit about how that
Yeah.
feels, because that's a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just freaking huge,
Yeah, it's when I started this program, it's actually I started this program because of the outcome that I want.
because of the outcome you wanted.
Like I can write a check before with 4, 5 figure, and still hesitate to do that because when I write that and then what is there's nothing left.
Ah,
Yeah, but going through this exercise or steps or the the method to go there, now you bring me a lot of tools how to get to the 6 figure.
and you've used every one of
Every
those tools.
yes,
These are the same tools, because you've read the stories,
Yeah,
right? You read
yeah.
the stories about the 7 secrets my rich clients do,
exactly.
Jerry and all of those
Yeah.
people, and all the things that they did. These are the things that they did every day.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Were those hard or were they easy?
No, it's just the normal life.
It's just normal life.
Yeah, It's just right there, but because we are not familiar with it or it's not introduced, so we're not been using it.
Was it
But
new to you?
no, no,
No.
no, no.
It felt
Yeah,
natural.
it's very natural because it's out there. You just know how to use it. You just know what the tools to use it and exercise every day.
Perfect. Perfect. Let's get
Yeah.
specific because I think this is really what everybody watching really wants to know is what is it? How does it work? And I think everybody really wants to know the outcome side.
Yes.
The tools are good.
Yeah.
Videos are good. But I think we live in a world today where people really want defined outcomes. Would that be fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So let's talk about Secret One. Secret One was really about our life. We're kind of spinning the wheel like a hamster on a wheel, making money, rushing here, rushing there, chasing this, chasing that. And that sort of got flipped to designing your life to create freedom, financial freedom.
Yes.
And you define that. So let's talk about what it felt like on the wheel, chasing everything all the time, and then flipping that to being able to define and design in your life, financial life, freedom. Tell me about that.
Yes. Like what you said on just like the hamster just on the wheel, like just keep working, and
Dumb
it's not
hamster.
it's not going anywhere. It's
A lot of motion. No, nobody's going anywhere.
And when I learned the one of the seven secrets is you flip it that you don't have to change the money. You don't have to chase it. Just work.
That's
Oh,
interesting.
yeah.
You just do that and the money kind of works itself out, right?
Yes.
So really, could you say that that was a change of focus?
Yes. Yeah.
So you're designing, if I understand this correctly, because it's a little bit different for everybody, right?
Yes.
You know some of the other people that have been going through the program,
Yeah.
and you've seen radical transformations they've made, right?
Exactly.
But it is a little bit different for everybody, but principles still work the same
Yeah.
in that what you're doing is stepping back and you're saying to yourself something like this that I'm going to design my financial life this way. And when I define it this way for secret number one, it's not chasing money, it's creating financial freedom. Would that be fair to say that?
That's fair.
So, do you feel today, let's say 18 months fast forward to today, do you feel like you have more financial freedom now than you had 18 months ago?
Oh yes.
Not just because you can write the check
Yeah.
for six figures
Yeah. Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Give me some other. Give me some other. I noticed when you drove up, you have a nice new Mercedes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And is that the kind of financial freedom that you can make those kinds of choices? Tell me a
Yes.
little bit
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
that.
Those one of it. Yeah. As what you said, the financial freedom for everybody is a different. For me, my financial freedom is when my bills on my credit card comes, I can pay them the whole thing. I don't have to go back like my old
Wow.
ways that I need to pay
So
the
you've even adopted those principles. When your
Yes.
bill comes, you actually pay the whole bill.
the whole bill.
Wow. How does that feel?
Yeah, but man, feel you will proud to yourself. It's like you elevated if you can do that. Like before that, oh, how much the minimum pay?
The minimum payment.
Yeah, the minimum payment that you're paying minimum payment.
That is
Yeah, yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Let's go to number two. This one I really, because this one I remember when we were talking before. This one really resonated with you because it really is what you talk about, and you've been doing it but not focusing, and that's
Yeah.
stop making goals and start defining outcomes.
Yeah.
Tell me a little. Tell everybody watching. Tell everybody. How is that different? Not making a goal, oh, I'm going to lose 5 pounds when the new year happens, to defining an outcome. How does that work
Yeah.
for you?
Yeah. For me, making a goals is just making a goal. It's just like you are fired up in the beginning because you make a goal. You have this mental. Oh yeah, I make a goal. I have a plan doing this. But until you define your outcome, you can't. Goal never happen. It's
Never
not gonna, yeah,
happens.
never
Never
happen.
happens.
Never happens. Yeah, I have a goal, a lot of goals in my life that is just a goal because the word goal is a goal. No achievement.
It's not an outcome.
Yeah,
It's not a
yeah,
destination.
it's not a
That's
destination.
awesome. All right. Now let's talk about number 7, because you do this really well. And I mean, everybody does a great job on this, but I think it's a little bit different for you because you put it into practice almost in every way. Remember when we were talking about stop doing everything yourself, right? You don't have an S on your chest with a robe and you can
Yeah.
fly and leap tall buildings in a single bound,
Yeah.
right? And I'm a little bit facetious and joking, but you were in that trap where you were trying to, as I recall, you were just trying to do everything. Tell me about the frustration that was.
Yeah, because I work long hours to do everything because
Right.
I want to accomplish everything. But
Right.
no matter how you work, no matter how long hours, even you extended the hours to maybe 48, you can't finish all of them.
Right.
But having a support, having other people help you, and then you just watch the people, or you can delegate the work to other people, you will accomplish more.
But you took it a step farther. You took it to the advanced level of 7 Secrets
Yeah.
in that you started creating an entire support team, like a financial advisor, a
Yeah.
real estate advisor, a legal advisor, tax.
Yeah.
Tell me how that
Yeah.
feels, because you've got like this whole frickin' team of people
Yeah.
that it's just amazing that you've got all this
Yeah.
support resource built into your life.
Yes, and I realized that, man, the financial advisor people, I found that they're better than me.
They're a little smarter.
The legal support, I found out that they're way better than me.
Isn't that true, though? We try to do everything and we're trying to save money. And what we're doing actually is we're costing time and money
Yeah.
because we have to go back and fix it, or we don't know what we don't know.
Exactly.
And none of those people, I mean, this was really something that I kind of built in my life, is that none of those people charge you to pick up the phone and talk to them, right?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
You actually took that principle and applied it, like every one of the rich clients I talk about. You can pick up a phone to, I think, like 12 or 15 people that you've got on your team.
Yep.
They're not going to send you a bill to have a conversation
No.
if you've got a question or you want to run in
Yeah.
some sample,
Yeah.
right? How does that feel?
Yeah. It's like you have more freedom, a feel of
Back to
freedom,
number 1, you got
Yeah.
more freedom.
more freedom, that you can just pick up the phone and, I need a advice, or I need to understand these certain things, and then you can pick up the phone and you can call that person and it will give you the best advice that
So
can
you
be.
built the support team just following the following A, B, C in
Yeah.
the plan.
Yeah.
You built that.
Yeah.
That's awesome, because that's the thing that's going to carry you, and that's what we were talking about before we came on air. When you have that kind of freedom and you have that kind of support, I think you said it like took a weight off of your shoulder.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, because doing everything is, it's
Sucks.
really a burden. It's like toward the end of the day, and it's a long day, and you can even imagine how fatigue, or stress, or tired you are.
Yes.
Building the whole team, listening them and taking the advice, it's more productive. You can see the outcome of what are you trying to attain. It's more successful.
And as I understand, you use the same principle that I've used, that I talk about in the program. You use the principle to negotiate. When you need help and have questions, you can feel free to call. And then when you have something for them to do, then there is an exchange for a fee or some cost that you pay for that, right?
Yes, yes,
Tell me about how that works.
Yeah, I learned that the price and the value.
Price and value.
Price and value.
Okay.
Yeah. The Don't worry about the price, but
Okay.
the value is what you're looking at.
Are you saving money and making money at the same time?
Yes.
And what I was really, I mean, I'm just blown away at just how far you have come. Not only do you have the financial freedom at a different level now. Not only you're creating the lifestyle, if I'm not mistaken, I believe you told me you're now getting ready to buy a piece of real estate and that you have an investment portfolio.
Oh yes, yeah.
Wow. I mean, you like drank the Kool-Aid and just went hills bells right to what's that feel like?
Yeah, it's the feeling is really, I can't even explain the feelings that I'm feeling when I have all of those. You know, it's a different level.
Are you buying stock?
Yes. Yeah. In the morning, when I woke up in the morning, it's just hold my phone and you can see your stocks. It's all green.
Oh, so you've even adopted the morning routine
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
It's really feel, man. The excitement, the confidence that you got, and following all of this, following have your financial freedom. When I started on this, is I started with 3 stocks.
With 3
With
stocks.
three
Okay.
stocks, and then I invested it. When the other stocks you can see is a red, so you're losing, you have this mentality, I want to pull it
Right.
because I'm losing money.
Right.
But having more money, having more tools, if you see that's losing, you want to put more. So when we go up, you will gain the.
So when this thing was happening with the COVID and the market was getting thrown in the toilet, right?
Yeah.
Is what you're saying you were buying them as they were going down?
Exactly.
And that was from your financial advisor, stuff that we had talked about?
Yep. And that's one of the
One of the secrets.
secrets.
Yeah. When everybody else is scared and
Yeah.
it's going down, buy it on
Buy
the
it.
way down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those are up now. And so when you open up your phone in the morning, let me ask you a question. Is it red or green?
Yeah. Green.
Green.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to wrap up just for a minute. I want to have another segment here and bring you back. But what I want to do is I just want to leave everybody watching with just a couple of final thoughts. Really, what we're talking about is if I could encapsulate it, you've applied these principles, and what you've done is you have focused on deciding and designing your financial life around having financial freedom. And if I understand correctly, you're now working with your son who has just taken off like a rocket.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
So tell us a little bit, tell the people that are watching that have a son or a daughter that might be struggling and trying to figure out, what do I do? How do I get started? Just take a couple of minutes. And if you were to tell somebody about the benefits and the outcomes that you've had and the transformation in your life in a short time that you've done this, what would you tell people?
Yeah. It's having a children, especially right now, the children's behavior. If they cannot see you as a model, they're not gonna listen to you.
Right.
Yes, but if you show them where you came from, where you are right now, and then when you tell them something, they will listen because they can see you. They can follow you as a model. Now, what I'm doing to my son is I'm bringing my son with me with this financial freedom, with this mentoring that I'm learning, and I'm passing it to him or teaching him how to do it. So in young age, he will start. Because
That's
I wish
awesome.
I have somebody that mentor me when I'm that age.
That's
Because right
awesome.
now it's not never too late.
Never too late.
Never too late. But right now I passing it to my son, and then I'm my son is on my wing when I go up, and then we move together.
That's awesome. All right, you heard it.
Yeah.
You heard it. I mean, it is so amazing how powerful this is. And Alan, I appreciate so much. I'm so grateful that you came in and could sit down and do this interview. I'm going to bring you back, and I'm going to do a couple more short ones, and I've got other people that I want to bring on because I just want to get this out to everybody.
Yep.
And the cool thing about it is that you get to go in. You don't have to give a credit card. You can subscribe. It's free. Take advantage of it. Go in there, try everything, and at least do one thing. Decide how you want to define your financial life. And that's how you started when you did this 18 months
yes.
ago.
I'm just a normal 5 to 8 employees, and I know I've been working for so long. I'm working in accounting, and I can't see myself in where I am right now
Right.
until I follow the 7 secrets.
That's awesome. Thank you very much.
You are.
All right, folks, we'll see you on the flip side.
Yeah.
This is James Harnsberger, your host, 7 Secrets My Rich Clients Do. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Design the life you desire, get off your ass, start getting serious, and start doing something, because I'm telling you, every one of you watching this right now, you have as much power as he has. This isn't me, this is him. You have as much power as he has to transform your life. It's your birthright to be rich. Don't let anybody bullshit you and tell you that it's not. And do everything, whatever it takes, to get the life, design the life that you desire financially. This is James Harnsberger. I will see you on the flip side.